In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to build a Digtron machine. Some of you have seen some of my posts of me using a Digtron machine and wanted to know how do you use that mod? How do you set up one of these machines? So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go down to our primary mine here. This is the opening of our mine. This was dug with a very large Digtron machine and it goes deep, very deep. Let's go ahead and go down to the bottom of this mine and we will build a very basic machine just to give you an idea of how it's done. Let's go ahead and clear some slots open. We're going to need them. So I'm using creative mode here with unified inventory just to show you how it's done. This is going to be the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to build a very basic one here. We don't need a whole lot of things for a basic build. We need the Digtron structure. We're going to need a digger head. We're going to need a fuel storage. This is a combined fuel storage. You could put inventory and fuel in it. That could be useful, but I'm going to use the dedicated fuel cell and storage just for demonstration purposes so you can see how it works. We're also going to use a builder module. We need our rotation axle and our control module. This is what you need for a very basic build. There are other things in here. There's an injector module. There's pusher modules. There's a couple of things in here that we're not going to go over in this video. I'm just going to give you the basics and you can probably take it from there. So the first thing we want to do, I'm just going to build a very simple digger that will allow us to dig a tunnel through this area right there. So the first thing we need to do, we need to put down some structure. I'll just put down 5 blocks. That's going to be your Digtron structure. Then we need some digger heads. We're going to put these in the front. Now these are on backwards. I'm going to use my screwdriver to turn them around. We'll spin that around. At the end of the video, I'll show you one of my most elaborate ones that I've built, just to show you the kinds of things that you can actually do with these machines. But we're just going to start with this very basic one. Okay, so now that we have that done, let's go ahead and take this block out of the middle. We'll put our rotation axle there. This allows us to steer the machine, like so. Okay, on top of that, we're going to put our control module. And on either side of that, we want to put our fuel. Now, it doesn't really matter where you put the fuel as long as it's touching the structure. You can put it here, you can put it on top. As long as it's making contact with the Digtron structure, these blocks here, it'll work fine. I'm going to put the fuel modules on either side, here and here. I like to use the coal blocks. They seem to last a lot longer, but you could put regular coal in here too. I'm not going to fill it up. I'm just going to put a couple in here just so we can demonstrate the machine. That's all we need. On either side of that, we're going to put the inventory storage. Now the inventory storage serves two purposes. As the machine digs through the materials here, any material it picks up, it will put in your inventory. So if it digs up, uh, iron ore or silver ore or whatever, it will put it here in your inventory. The problem is it will put everything it digs in your inventory. So if you dig through here, it's going to put a whole bunch of cobblestone in your inventory. You may not want to do that. That's where you will use your ejector will be used for that. So you could program your ejector to just say, hey, I don't want any cobble, I don't want any dirt. It won't keep any of that. It'll reject it. It will keep everything else, like all your ore and stuff. So that's one purpose of the inventory. Another purpose of the inventory is if you want to use a builder module, and I do, because what we're going to do is we're going to have the builder module automatically place torches as it digs along, just like we've done over here. So we have the fuel in there already. We have all of our stuff. This will work. This will dig as it sits, but we want to add torches. So here's our builder module. Now you need the cross hatch facing outward. These are both facing inward, so we'll use our screwdriver and rotate them. You want them facing that little plus looking thing. You want that facing the direction you want the object to be placed. So if you want it to be placed down below the machine, you put them pointing down. If you put it to the side, and so on. So we're going to point these outward. I want this to automatically place torches. So we want to put some torches in our inventory. Remember I said the inventory modules have two purposes. They collect the inventory you dig, but you also put inventory in them that you want the machine to utilize. So we're going to put a couple of torches in here, and that's it. Now we're going to go ahead and move the machine over to the wall that we're going to dig through. Because I'm going to show you a really easy way to program these modules. You can go in here and you can set up all of these parameters, which direction it's facing. But see, it's a value of 0 to 23. I don't expect anyone to know which direction is 0 and which direction is 23 and everything in between. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to expect you to know what it is. So there is an easy trick to this. Let's just go ahead and tell our machine to move forward a couple of blocks. 10 would be good. Okay, something is wrong here. Digitron connected, at least one builder. Okay, the builder doesn't have any outputs. That's why it won't move. Let's go ahead and just remove that until we can move the machine closer. Okay, so let's go ahead and just simulate that this thing is already in a tunnel. So we'll just put some stuff around it just to simulate that we're, you know, starting to dig into the tunnel. All right, let's put our modules back on. In order to place a module on top of one of these items, just hold shift and you can place it. We use a screwdriver, rotate it in the right direction. Okay, now here is the trick. We want to have torches placed by the machine automatically here and here. So what we're going to do, we need to put our torches here inside the builder, right there. But see, the direction that it's facing, we don't know what direction that is. That's why I place this torch here as well as this torch here. So if we right click on this and push this button here, read and save, it automatically detects the location of that torch. And in this case, it's position number 3. This is position number 3. We do the same thing over here, position number 2. So the one over here is position 2. The one over here is position number 3. How are you expected to know that? I don't know. So doing it this way, where you place the item next to the machine and then get the builder to automatically detect where it is, that's going to be the easiest way to do this. So now our basic build Digtron is built. Let's go ahead and see what it does. We'll tell it to run for 20 cycles. Actually, I forgot to do something here before I get too ahead of myself. We probably don't want this thing to lay torches every single block it goes. We want to space them out a little bit. I almost forgot to do that. So we're going to come in here to the center one and we're going to push, let's do every 10. And the same thing over here, every 10. Okay, now we're ready. I almost forgot that. So now we're going to go to our control module. Let's let's go for 20 cycles just to test it out. Set and execute. And there we go. Now every 10 cycles, it's automatically going to place those torches. If we did it right. Yep. It automatically placed those. Okay. It stopped short of placing another one. Let's go 5 more. Yep. It stopped one short of placing another set of torches. But you can get this machine to go as long as you want. As long as you have fuel feeding it, it will keep going. You can come in here and do 99999 billion cycles. It'll keep going as long as there's fuel in the fuel cells. And going back to these inventory crates, you see everything that it dug, it kept. We have lead lumps, iron lumps, chromium, copper. Over in the other one, we have similar things. But you notice it's keeping all the cobblestone as well. That will fill up this inventory really fast. If you don't want that to happen, just just use one of these ejector modules and just program it to eject your cobblestone, eject your dirt, the stuff that's really going to fill up your inventory fast. And then the rest of it, it'll be just fine. So, if you want to save the Digtron machine that you built, you're going to use an empty crate. You will place the empty crate touching the machine. You can place it anywhere. You can place it there. You can place it in the middle, and then right click on it, and it'll package your uh, Digtron into the crate, and then you can pick it up, and there's the one we just built right there. Now here's some more that I built down here. This is a very elaborate one, 109 blocks. I'm going to go back up to the surface and show you that just to demonstrate for you all the things you can actually do with these Digtrons. So let's go to mining station B. Let's make it daytime. There's a lot of room out here. Um, so let's go ahead and find an empty spot here. Actually, I know a good spot. Let's go back to our travel net. A spot that we're just starting to build. Doesn't have anything in it yet. Our secondary spawn area, wide open space. Let's do it here. All right. So this is an example of just how elaborate these machines can get. This is my 109 block Digtron machine. And you can see the size of this one. This one I built for building roads. This one is capable of building roads. If you look at the inventory here, over here on the side, we have stone blocks that get ejected from here. And then all across the bottom, if we can clip in, are road building materials. And those road building materials are stored in all these other crates. And this is programmed to build a road. So let's go forward 25 cycles and just watch what it does. As it digs, it lays the road blocks down in front of it. We have digger heads on the bottom, so you can see how that's working. And this is a very easy way to build a road. It almost feels like cheating. But it'll keep going, and it'll stay at this level, and it'll go right through the side of this hill. If there was a mountain in the way, it would go right through the mountain. In fact, I can show you that. There is a road that I built using one of these machines. And that's going to be at the back of my workshop. Here it is. That Digtron machine you just saw built this road. And this road goes all the way out to my primary mine. There you go. So these are the kind of things that you can do with a Digtron. I think it is an excellent mod. When you first install it, it's not very intuitive or clear how to use it. Um, you can do a lot more with it than what I showed you here, but I gave you the basics. I think you could probably take it from here. If I showed you everything that this machine could do, this video would be probably an hour long. So I'm going to leave the video here. If you have any questions about this mod and want more information on how to use it, let me know in the comments below. In the next video, I will be demonstrating how to build a nuclear reactor for the Technic Plus mod. Anyways, that's all I have for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.